Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support on this channel. If you are new, I'm actually doing a 35,000 subscriber giveaway. It's still open to enter if you want a chance to win free silver. I'm doing tons of giveaways though, guys. I'm doing one at 36,000, 37,000, 38, 39,000, 40,000. I'm doing a massive giveaway. Over $1,000 worth of silver will be given out, so make sure you're subscribed. This video though is going to show behind the scenes, some context in the market of silver. A lot of people don't know this. There's a lot of new people. I haven't talked about this in a while, and it's still going on. There's companies, there's banks like JP Morgan. They're not the best people, right? People in power aren't always good. Most times they're not. There's a lot of corrupt stuff happening behind the scenes, not only with the government, but with trusted quote-unquote banks like Jamie Dimon with JP Morgan and so on and so forth. So a lot of people talk about rigged silver prices, or not really silver, but rigging stocks, rigging gold, everything and anything from video games to sports games to horse races to whatever, the presidential election. There's always conspiracy, there's always theories. Now there has been some interesting, to say the least, information coming out over the last couple of years, and nowadays, over the last year or so, it's actually a punishable crime and people are going to prison. Now, this is more of a theoretical type of video because we do not know the extent. Yes, silver prices are basically being rigged, but I don't think it's to the extent that is portrayed. When people hear, oh, silver prices are rigged, that means they think that the price is controlled from a standpoint that they will never get to the price they want because people are literally putting the price at this spot, and then the next day. It's not like that. It's nowhere near like that. There's something called spoofing, and this is where the majority of silver price manipulation is coming from, is spoofing. Now, JP Morgan got caught spoofing. Merrill Lynch, the Dutch bank, a couple other people. 3 of JP Morgan's employees already got arrested. It's a punishable crime now, and the courts are putting the hammer down on this, and I'm glad because this is definitely dampening. It's putting a bad mark on precious metals in general. Imagine someone, on the fence about precious metals, and they hear a frontline page on the news or an article saying JP Morgan rigging silver prices or whatever the case. That could push someone away, and it really isn't the way they portray it. I'm going to explain that in a second. First and foremost, spoofing is when you go on an exchange, you place a buy order. So on exchanges, you can buy and sell, right? You see all the red and the green, and it'll say, X amount of silver is being bought this day, or all these orders are coming in for people to buy silver or selling. So you can get a good idea on, where, the health of silver, or are people buying it or selling it, and how much is being bought. So what they're doing is they place a whole bunch of buy orders for a lot of money. So other people on the exchanges are thinking, whoa, silver being bought up a lot. But you can cancel an order before it goes through. So what JP Morgan did, probably still does, is place a whole bunch of buy orders, a whole bunch, makes silver look very bullish, like it's about to go in an uptrend, and then they cancel the order before it goes through, manipulating people, other people on the exchanges, to have a false perception of the reality. Now, the thing is it's not illegal to cancel an order, so it's hard to tell if they're doing it with ill intent or maliciously or not. And that's why the legal side of things, or the court side of things, has such a hard time finding out the intent behind the cancel. They have to look at patterns, they have to look at history, they have to look at all these different things to say, yes, this was ill intent. They canceled, they posted this bid on purpose, knowing they're going to cancel. It's hard to tell. So, but it is a punishable crime. They got caught backdating years and years and years of spoofing. And this has been going on for a long time. And I definitely think it's going on to a much larger extent than is seen. I mean, that's obvious. Obviously, only 3 people got caught. But we know with the company as big as JP Morgan and so many other banks and big business, we know what's going on, and not everyone gets caught. That's probably 5% of the real problem is actually being handled. And that's worrisome. But I do think since judges are cracking down, the court system's cracking down, I think it will lessen a little bit. But here's the thing. This is what I said last time I covered this. I went over the articles of, the actual information that came out, the actual statements that were made. This is me just kind of, throwing my opinion out. If you want to go check that out, you can go check, Silver Slayer price manipulation, or our silver price is rigged. Those were a couple of the videos I did. But besides the point. But the thing is that I don't think that silver will be affected as much, especially nowadays, with this type of stuff as it would before. Precious metals, the price is influenced by supply and demand. Nowadays, yes, there's some speculation thrown in. A single tweet from Donald Trump could affect the price of precious metals, but as silver, and I'm talking about silver in particular, I still think that silver is starting to take on a life of its own. Things that normally would affect the price of silver is changing. Stock market volatility used to have a great pull on precious metals. I remember a couple of years ago, stock market volatility was one of the biggest things. It was that black and white. If stocks were up, precious metals were down. It was that black and white. Nowadays, there's so many other things happening that stocks really don't have the pull. People aren't dumping their silver out of stocks or vice versa. They're not selling their stocks and going to silver and vice versa. It's more about this pandemic now, the vaccines, the stimulus getting thrown out. People have switched and changed perspective from a much larger and a much more real scale. These are the things that we always looked at. Now it's forced people to look at the bigger picture. And I'm glad that happened. I'm not glad this pandemic's happening. This is terrible. This is horrible. But I'm saying I'm glad that people are now realizing what's really important and what's not. There is a lot of backstory. There's a lot of unsaid, and there's a lot of things that we don't look at that we should be looking at, right? Just because I make videos about silver every day and covering the stuff doesn't mean that I'm still not missing a lot of the pieces to the puzzle. Doesn't mean that I'm my opinions are always spot on. I'm sharing what I've learned so far, what my thoughts are in this journey, and what I think about it, right? I mean, it doesn't mean that you don't have to, it doesn't mean you have to have the same opinions, the same thoughts, right? And that's why I always ask questions in my videos, right? I always love hearing your opinion, your perspective, your insight, your awareness, because a lot of people know a lot more about silver than me on this channel that watch my videos, right? I've been stacking for 7 years. Like that's a pretty good time, but there's some people that have been stacking for decades that watch my videos. Some people have been stacking for only a couple months or a couple days. And that's the beauty of it, is that we can all look at a situation or perspective, share our insight, our thoughts on it, and then we can, debate, go back and forth, hopefully in a positive way, about, the situation of the topic. And that kind of drives me to my next subject or topic. It's definitely off topic from this, but I can compare how it could benefit is because I'm trying to branch out and I'm looking into making a website. But the thing is, with a website, I have to be able to offer something else that I can't on this channel, right? A website, I mean, my channel already offers videos, right? Daily videos. There's content. There's the comment section, so people can talk. But I want it to offer something else. I don't know if it would be buying, selling, or trading on there. I think a chat room would be cool, right? Like a little forum, almost like the Silver Forum, but on a different type of scale. See, the Silver Forum, #1 forum for precious metals. Everyone goes there to debate, to talk, and all that. You can become a member, but I do want to start a website, but I don't want it to be surrounded around me. I want people to go there to be able to discuss with others or for other reasons besides me. I don't want to be the focal point. This channel is about Silver Slayer. So this would be a perfect thing to throw in there, right? You could even throw this video or throw the article about spoofing and have people debate about it, because there is so many different angles to look at. I would be really curious to hear what other people have to say. Now, I just wanted to throw that out there because I really do want to keep expanding outwards, and I want you guys to be a part of this journey with me. I want you guys to be able to have a say in, the direction I go as well. So I do want to mention something else about the giveaways at the end. I mean, we covered the spoofing thing. What you guys want to say, comment down below. I just had a couple things I want to add at the end with the giveaways. I'm going to be announcing the 35,000 subscriber giveaway tomorrow. So if you haven't entered yet, you have half a day left or whatever. Then we'll be on the way to the 36,000 subscriber giveaway. When we hit 40,000, comment down below. Do you want it to be one winner or do you want it to be multiple winners? Originally, I was going to say one winner, so someone just wins all that silver. But that's such a large amount of silver that I would want maybe 3-4 people to win. So then that's 4 times as many people winning my giveaways, right? Because if only one person wins, the odds are a lot less in your favor. And that's 4 other people that could be getting a large amount of silver. And that's a large enough amount of silver where each person's still going to be going home with a lot of silver, right? If it was only like 10 ounces and then I picked 3 winners, that would be different because that's 10 ounces someone could have got, or it's only a couple ounces they'll be getting if I split it up. But with this amount of silver, each person's still going to be set straight, right? So I don't know. That's just something else I wanted to add in there and throw out. If you're on my Instagram, you would see how my day started. I got this display box for NGC holders. It's a slab. It's really nice. I was going to hang it up in my office. But I bought it from eBay. My girlfriend got it, and it arrived, and the glass is cracked, right? So it goes along the way with shipping and handling, but also how they package it, right? So be careful when you're buying stuff. Make sure if you're buying that there's return policies or refunds, because everything's not perfect, right? Not even precious metals. I actually just made a video earlier, if you want to check it out, talking about the bad side of silver, things that are bad about silver. There's definitely some. I mean, a few compared to other things, but there is some. I'll shut up for now. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to smash the like button. Subscribe. I post daily videos. Go enter my giveaway. I want to see your name on that list. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.